What's going on, everyone? Nick Gambaro, Stefan Martinez here. Big trade for the Mets today. As I'm supporting my team, Stefan's got his Mets background, his hat on. He's repping. Secretly, I think he's becoming a Met fan, but that's a discussion for another day. But Lindor and Carrasco coming to Flushing. Who knows if Stevie Cohen and Sandy Alderson have more in store? Springer, Bauer. Who knows? Stefan will have all that for us. We'll, of course, preview the NFL playoff matchups and just a lot more stuff. We don't want to give too much away, but we got a lot going on. So I'm excited as a Met fan, as all Met fans are today, because we never thought we would see the day where our ownership would be spending this much money on, superstar talent that the Mets need. And I think after today, and from what reports are showing too, that I think the Mets could be a contender. Or the Mets already are a contender, a World Series contender after this trade today. Is that still kind of, all right, like let's wait until the season, or you think they are legit championship contender?
Listen, you're one good pitcher away from you're one good pitcher away from being the best team in the National League. So, and people look at me like I'm crazy, and I know the Dodgers is still here, so you don't want to say nothing crazy because the Dodgers could come and pull a rabbit out of the hat.
The Padres made a couple big moves so far.
Right. Blake Snell, Yu Darvish, they listen. Everybody in the National League sees the Mets coming. They see the Mets coming. They understand what it is. Steve Cohen's not afraid to spend money. And it feels like, okay, the time is now. If we're going to do this, what's up, Kayla? The time is now for us to get to a point in which we as an organization and the fan base as a whole starts to realize we have to get back to, making Mets baseball appealing to not only to free agents, but the fans themselves. How many times have me and you talked and it's been like, yo, this is a big game. The building got to be rocking, and there's nobody in the building. And you sit back and you wonder, and you're like, what's going on here? This move right here, bringing this player, Francisco Lindor, to Queens is going to set up other things. It's going to set you in motion to build a successful organization for the future. This is what this does. Now, look, is it a move without concern? No. I do think that I would have waited for him to hit free agency. I wouldn't have traded for him, but I understand where Steve Cohen's coming from. There has been this groundswell of he's getting impatient with Sandy. He's getting impatient with Porter. He wants to see things done. Because at the end of the day, he's a Met fan, and he's impatient like the novice Met fan who wants to see his team be great. And look, let's break this down. Of course, yes, of course. Let's break this down and say this. I think we need to have this conversation too, and we're gonna get to everything else, the football, but this right here is the type of conversation where Met fans can now say, I have an owner that is not only going to spend money, but is going to allow the front office to make moves that they feel necessary to put a winner around the team for years to come. Like, I wish they would have done it sooner because I like Jake, and I think you wasted a couple years of Jake's prime just playing around with the Wilpons and figuring out what you're going to do. But I'm hoping that Jake can be a part of this moving forward. And you kind of I wish that people would realize how important this move is, not only for the Mets, but for baseball. You now have a franchise caliber talent in both cities with Aaron Judge, Francisco Lindor. You have two guys that are going to make New York baseball appealing. Now, Frankie is a little bit more flashy. Frankie has a little bit more swag to him. He got a little more drip, as the kids would say. And I'm good with the drip. But let me just point this out. I think it's also important to realize that Met fans, now you can't complain anymore. Now you can't say, "Oh, I wish we would have done this. I wish we'd have done." Now you can't complain. Now it's almost like, you know what? I got the best of the best. I can't really. I have nothing to say. Now it's about putting a consistent winner on the field. Frankie helped start that process. I do think that they aren't done. I think George Springer may be next. And look, for all the talk that they overpaid the Indians, they didn't give the Indians enough. The Indians realized that we're at the end here. Frankie's leaving us in a year. Let's just get where he can get. And honestly, I think this is where he wanted to be. And he told management and ownership, listen, get me to New York some way, somehow, and we'll figure out a way to work it there. Because, look, ultimately, I think two things. I think the fact that Steve Cohen is pressing his muscle and showing you, listen, money's no object for me. You come here, we're going to win right away, and that gets players' juices flowing. And Frankie probably saw that and was like, not only do I got a chance to win, but I'm going to get my $250 million. And I ain't getting it in Cleveland. I got to go to New York to get that money. Or I got to go, to Los Angeles to get the money. If you're a Met fan today should be your day of jubilee. You should be running around your house. You should be screaming, "Let's go Mets." And honestly speaking, you shouldn't care who doesn't like you today. Today's your day to be a schnob. Today's your day to be a nozzle. Today's your day to be a douche. Be all those things. Because today, your owner told the rest of baseball, watch out, because I'm coming for you. And that's exactly what this move signifies.
Eventually, the Mets will probably be the most hated team at some point. It feels like to me now, and you too, I'm sure, being in the city, that the Yankees-Met rivalry now is only going to escalate. Plus, now, do the Yankees – I think they do, but I want to ask you, do they feel pressure now to make some big move? Because a lot of Yankee fans are really like, all right, now how do we respond to this? Like, we got to sign somebody. Like, let's go.
That's the wrong approach. That's the wrong approach. And I'm going to tell you why.
Cash does that or no?
No. Because they're not moving on the fan timetable. They're moving on their own timetable. They're going to do what they want to do. Granted, would they like to see some more moves? Would they like to see something else done? Yeah, of course. But I don't think that they're going to throw the baby out with the bathwater to do it. If DJ LeMahieu is it, then that's the offseason. That's it. I'm not going to go give, $35 million a year to Trevor Bauer. I'm not doing that, me personally. I mean, let the Mets have their moment. Let them have their moment. Like Yankee fans, just sit back and chill, bro. Because I tell you this, Yankee fans, there's 4 other shortstops on the market next year that I want. So yes, it sucks that Frankie's off the board, but Javi's on the board next. Javier Baez is a free agent next offseason. Trevor Story is a free agent. Corey Seager is a free agent. Carlos Correa is a free agent. So if you're the Yankees, you just sit back and wait. All right, do your thing, fam. I see you. It's all good. I'm not rushing to make a move to put myself in a deeper hole. Right now, DJ LeMahieu should be a priority. Get him done. Get him signed. Figure out what you're going to do with the back end of that bullpen, and let's move on. Kayla, I agree with you. The Yankees have nothing to prove. They don't.
No.
They have nothing to prove. Now, the fan base may say, well, that's a crock of garbage. And look, it's fair. It's fair to say that. Oh, it's been 12 years. That's fair, too. Here's the problem. For the Mets, it's been damn near 40. Let them live. Let them live. Because what this shows, too, is that I kind of want the Yankees to slow play it. If I'm a Yankee fan, slow play the hell out of it. Don't react to what they're doing. Now, if the Rays made this move, I'd be scared as, you know what? oh damn, Tampa in my division. I gotta see this dude 20 times a year. Nah, I'm out. But I'm not reacting to what they do across the river. I can't, because then it doesn't become about how I can make my team better. It becomes how I can win the back page. You don't want to win the back page.
Never about that. So
right.
So
that's why, if you're a Yankee fan, it sucks to see him go. It sucks to see Frankie go to the Mets and across the river. Now, me, I'm a Yankee fan. I'm wearing a Met hat today, and I'm wearing orange, and I got the Met background because, listen, this is a big story. Like, we got it. Like,
more of a smidge, or maybe a little bit more than a smidge, more of a baseball fan than a Yankee fan.
Right.
Fan of the sport in general. You're a New Yorker. Not that you, but you want to see both teams
root for the Mets. I don't root
for them to do well, though, just simply to have both teams at the same time good.
If it means I get this soul to talk baseball 4 months, like at least 3 months out of the year, I'll take it.
That's his goal.
I'll take it. I won. I won. Look at this. If I get him to talk baseball 2 months or 3 months out of the year, I've won. Sign every free agent they got. Let's go. Because if this means that this guy is gonna go, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a method to my Met. I want the Islanders to be good. I want the Mets to be good. I want the Jets to be good. So we can stop hearing him rant and start hearing him rave. Let's start hearing him get excited about his sports teams. Because for me, it's sickening. I'm a Yankee fan. They're tired of hearing me say, oh, we had another good year, but it didn't go well. You know how many years this guy's been?
You know how much that annoys.
You know how many years this guy yells at me? Yo, you're paranoid? You're paranoid? You know what I would do for a playoff berth? He'd give up his kidneys and his liver. Here, you can have it.
Like, it's been exciting with the Islanders the past few years, like going to the playoffs and making that deep run. The Mets in 15, it was electric.
Oh my God!
The Jets, hopefully, when they get there, it'll be the same way. So, it was exciting in 2009 and 2010 when the Jets, were really good and making those deep runs. So, I hope, man. The Islanders are on the right track. The Mets are getting in now. The Jets, I don't know with them, but at least 2 out of the 3,
they're doing something. They're doing something.
Looking good this year in the Premier League. So 3 of the 4 teams are doing good.
And I never thought I'd say this, but the Knicks actually look like a competent basketball team.
And you said something to me today on the phone. I'm like, you know what? The orange and blue effect. It could happen this year.
The Knicks look like a competent I can't believe it. I can't believe.
The Islanders are great. The Mets are gonna be looking good.
They're coming. The
Knicks are looking good so far. So
listen, every finger, thumb,
and SNY reporting. I sent it to you guys in the group chat that they're in trade talks. The Mets are Chris Bryant.
They kick the tires on that. Let me.
Think that's like more than a 50% chance, or you don't think it's gonna happen?
Let me kick the tires on. Let me just say, listen, they kick the tires. I don't know if they've done any major exploratory talk, but here's where it's gonna get difficult. Yeah, we're gonna get to your Sixers in a few because I don't want to poo-poo on your parade, but I kind of want to like put it in perspective. But we'll get to them in a second. The Chris Bryant thing's hard, and here's why it's hard. Because I don't think the Mets have enough after today to make that move. Now, unless you're telling me that you get Dom Smith to go and you get a couple other guys to go and you put a Major League ready package together, then that's the only way I think Chris Bryant comes. The guy that I'd be focused on if I'm the Mets is George Springer to play center field. Because I think up the middle you become elite with Frankie and Springer up the middle. I do think that you definitely become one of the teams that I'm looking at going, well, damn. Well, up the middle, they're kind of hard to beat. And James McCann doesn't look like a bad signing now. So if all the way up the middle you got it figured out, now you become dangerous because now all the areas of need have now become figured out. Now people know, damn, when I got to play the Mets, I gotta deal with Frankie. I got to deal with this one. It becomes, yo.
What up, Bench?
More of a, now you have a more talented team up the middle. So this is why if you're a Met fan today, you kind of want to like stick your chest out a little bit. And if George Springer comes, you now have perhaps one of the top 5 defenses up the middle in baseball.
It would look like they go to the NLCS.
Yeah. And look, do I really? And here's the part of the deal that got me excited, other than the Frankie news, because Frankie's nice. But Carlos Carrasco,
that was big too.
I mean, my Lord. If that guy comes in and pitches like a number 2 that he's capable of pitching as, well,
God damn.
well, hey now.
Roman. I mean, DeGrom, Syndergaard.
Listen, Carrasco, DeGrom, Carrasco, Syndergaard, Stroman, Peterson.
And if Max can stay healthy.
Hot damn. Listen. I'm at the point right now where that would make me go, hold on, wait a minute now. If they finish the rest of this bullpen, woo wee. Hold up, wait, hold up. Fam. Nah. I'm out on all of the smoke. I don't want none of thy smoke with the New York Mets. I'm out. Because then, listen, Steve Cohen already tell you, luxury tax, schmuggery tax.
You don't care. That's the exciting thing, because now who knows who he might get.
Listen, I'll put it to you this way. I think, and he came out the gate relatively slow. He like, all right, I'm gonna pay Trevor May 2 years, $15 million. Right?
Did you see what his tweet was today?
All right, back to the black uniform.
Yeah, like it's no big deal.
I see you there, brother. Back to the black uniforms, baby. Like, listen, he's having fun with this. He's having fun with it. Players realize it. He realizes it. Everybody knows that he's having fun with this. And when you got an owner that's having fun, money, he's not going to spare no expense. He having fun. Not only are the Braves worried, the whole National League should be worried. Just ask the Padres. I've been here before. I know what this looks like. I'm just saying. And look, Atlanta, you got to give them respect. They're the division champions. They've been here before. You can't just assume that they're not going to be back here again. They've been here before. So I got to give Atlanta the respect. But when I look at Steve Cohen, I'm like, yo, dude, I got no fear. I'm not afraid of none of y'all. Please. Money ain't no object. And what happens is now you have players coming in here and players realize, hold up, this dude's checkbook is unlimited. I mean, the front office knows what the hell they're doing.
Finally.
And the organization actually looks competent. Oh, and by the way, big dog, this was very Yankees of them today. This is very New England Patriots. This is very I don't know. Give me another. This is very stealth of them. They've been talking about this Frankie thing since November.
Yeah.
And we didn't hear. Listen, you know I'm all over people. Like, yo, you guys got going on, bro, in the cut, in the corner. What you guys got going on? Listen. I didn't hear nothing about this. Nothing was said about this at all. They were just like, nah, fam. We just gonna chill in the cut, not do nothing. Damn, you don't even think the Phillies are competing. We can get to them too. Woo, goddamn. But there's nobody that said nothing. Nobody said nothing with the Mets. It was almost like, yeah, now we're working on some things, and then I see the email today, like we're about to acquire Frankie, and I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, we're like on the 1.5 yard line. It should be done by like this afternoon. I'm like, well, damn, like, okay. Steve Cohen got there's this thing he got about him, and it's like, yo, I'm not telling you guys anything because the media in New York, we like to run with everything. Like, oh, you see what the Mets are doing? You hear what the Mets are doing? It's like the he said, she said game. You see what this one said? You see what that one said? Fam, let me live, bro. I'm out here. I'm just trying to make moves for my squad. Like, let me be, bro. And look, I'm happy that this got done this way. And the Mets are now, to me, not disrespecting the Braves, but the Mets are now, to me, the best team in the National League East. And I don't even think it's close. I don't even think it's close because Marcell Ozuna is not in Atlanta anymore. Marcell Ozuna is a free agent. Marcell Ozuna might be a move that the Mets make.
Imagine.
I'm just saying. I'm not closing the door on anything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying now all the possibilities are open.
Right.
I want them to go get a center fielder, and I want them to go get another pitcher. If they do both of those things, as the kids say, well, it's a wrap. Yeah, I could go home. Let's go home, kids.
Wrap it up.
Let's go home, kids, because, listen, Atlanta's good, but Atlanta don't got pockets like that. Yo, that's Yankee money. This is Yankee like. This is like, dog. Y'all don't want none of this smoke here, bro. And this is why, as a Yankee fan, I'm kind of like, okay, boys, keep slow playing this, because Cash ain't gonna stay quiet for too long. Which is kind of like, I'm kind of like, okay, something's coming. Like we, you know what I mean? Like,
imagine if the Mets and Yankees were in the same division.
Oh my Lord! First of all, me and you wouldn't be as close as we are, cause I couldn't take that. I'd be.
And imagine when fans could go back into the building with the atmosphere at Citi Field every night.
Oh yeah, that would be. They were talking about it today. I'm like, yo, I kind of want to go to a Met game now. Like, I kind of want to like storm the gates. And say, let me in, you motherfucker! Damn you, Veto! Get away! You're ruining it for me. As a baseball fan, you know how much I love the freaking sport. This is like this right here is like Christmas for me. Like, I woke up today, I'm like, wait, what? What?
We're gonna talk about them later. I still think the Bucks can make a deep run in the playoffs.
No, Tampa's dangerous. I don't want Tom Brady, old man River. I don't want none of that old man. Nothing. He's old. That cake. What that mean?
You see that offense, the way it's clicking?
Nah.
I don't know about that.
I'm nothing. We nothing. As the kids like to say, we out. We out. I'm not nodding. You no way. And look, it comes back to this. Steve Cohen already told you I want to win a chip in 3 to 5 years. That brother was not playing. He's very serious. He's like, I want this chip in 3 to 5 years, dog. If y'all don't believe me, y'all better go ask somebody, as the great Notorious B.I.G. once said. If you don't know, now you know.
Oh, great song.
You know what I mean? We here, bruh. You gonna take it seriously in Queens, brother. Like, this, listen. We ain't playing. And it's not even about the Yankees. I think it's the rest of the National League that's probably looking at this dude like, well, hot damn. Like, well, word up. Like, because the Cubs are in rebuild mode. The Pirates are in rebuild mode. Like,
the teams in California, SoCal, though, are looking at the Mets like, oh, man, what do we do now? because that could be an NLCS matchup. Mets Dodgers, Mets Padres.
San Diego's legit though. That Blake Snell, Yu Darvish at the top of the rotate, nah.
No joke.
That Blake Snell and Yu Darvish.
I don't know about the front office, but the fans are definitely annoyed. I could picture it. I think the fans are really
Yankee fans, yeah, of course.
They're really chapped.
Yankee fans are like the spoiled brats in the corner. I want that toy. No, I want that toy. No, goddammit, you can't have the toy. Let somebody else play for a change.
That's for 100 years. Can you let somebody have it? For God's sake.
Look, and you know what? And there's nothing wrong with being a Yankee fan. There's nothing wrong with wanting your team to do well. There's nothing wrong with that. I hear you.
Are just spoiled, as you said, and
right.
Unrealistic. They want like every superstar known to man.
Right.
It's not possible.
First of all, like we need to the Yankees need to make sure that they get DJ LeMahieu locked up because the Blue Jays ain't playing. DJ LeMahieu goes to Toronto. Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
In your division.
Nah, fam. I'm gonna be having nightmares, though. Like,
the Blue Jays and then the Rays.
Well, the Rays took a step back because they traded Blake Snell, they traded Charlie, but give them a couple years to get everything right back in Rays form, and
And the Red Sox eventually will probably get back.
Listen, the Red Sox I'm scared of because they're taking the long play, which means they're gonna develop. They're gonna listen. Shane Bloom ain't playing. That Tampa Bay Rays school of thought, I get scared of because it's like, oh, they're not rushing the damn thing. They're just gonna slow play this. They're gonna have fun with it. They're gonna make sure that they're ready to rock and roll. This is why the Nationals. I'm very curious to see what the Nationals do now. You gave Strasburg all that money. You gave Scherzer all that money. You gave Corbin all that money. You just traded for Josh Bell. Like, what do the Nationals do now?
Right.
The Nationals realize, Max Scherzer's not young. Steven Strasburg is injury prone. He's getting older.
And older.
You know what I mean? Like, this ain't gonna be an easy sell to the National League. Like, damn, these young boys, they coming and they coming quick. Like, it may get to a point where, if you're the Nationals, you may have to start trading off pieces before you wanted to because you realize, oh, hold up. They here already? It's like the guy that waits on that's waiting on like a delivery, and the delivery shows up faster than he thought. They're like, hey, the food's here already, bro. Like, we just paid for the food, bro. It's here. Yeah. The Mets are like that delivery service, dog. They here. And the food's piping hot. So if you don't watch out, you might get burned. I ain't playing games. Steve Cohen got that long bread. He could he could go over the luxury tax and still be straight.
That's crazy.
Luxury. I read a Forbes article on him today. He's worth. He made $1.6 billion last year alone. $1.6 billion. You think he cares about you? Nah, fam.
And he's a Met fan that wants to win.
Don't give a.
That's why the Jets need an owner like that. I know I always go back to it, but I'm sorry. If the Jets had ownership like that, forget it. Somebody who actually cares.
Big Dog will be buying gear like it's going out of style. I need that.
Absolutely. Every season.
Oh man. It's beautiful for the sport of baseball because it's different when the Mets are good. I say it all the time. When the Yankees are good, the whole city says, oh, the Mets are good. This one, nah. But when the Yankees are good, it's different, bro.
They can see me, but I can't see that.
When the Yankees are good, it's different.
You mean when the Mets are good?
I don't think it has as much impact as when the Mets are good. I really.
Yeah, because remember in 2015, the city was electric. People had Mets jerseys and hats and shirts everywhere, and you felt something.
Right, it felt more alive. The city was alive, right?
Like the Yankee, it's every year they're good. Every year they make a deep run. It's like, all right, but it's
like,
the same with
like I think honestly, it's like the Knicks. When the Knicks are good, the city feels different. The city feels different. Like it's you could tell me, oh well, it's the Knicks, so they're never good. That's fair. You could make that argument, but when the Knicks are good, it feels different. It feels like people like, damn, the Knicks are actually solid this year. Like they're actually worth watching this year. Like I actually look forward to watching the Knicks play basketball. Like, and I know it's early, but like for the Mets, you gotta have patience too. Like that's the thing. Like Steve Cohen, I like the moves he's made so far, but I don't want him to become impatient if it doesn't happen in a year or two.
right.
Stay the course, stay steady, believe in your people that you hired. Winning is hard. If winning was easy, everybody be winning. You know what I mean? Like stay the course. Don't be quick to be like, oh, well, I gotta make this move because we're not winning soon enough. I mean, yeah, winning is not easy. If winning was easy, everybody would be able to do it. And then Big Dog, you know this. You've been an Islander fan like your whole life.
Yeah.
They just started winning right now. It wasn't like they've been winning for 100 years. You just started
in the 80s. But now all of a sudden they're making the playoffs more often and they're starting to get – but again, it's ownership. It's the right GM, the right ownership, right GM, and right head coach.
Like Kayla, it goes back to your point. I don't think they win in the first year either. I think winning in the first year is a lot to ask. I just think you want to see them remain competitive. You want to
same with the Mets. I could see it. You got the right ownership now, right GM, and the right head coach. Let's see what happens in his second year.
Very astute point by Kayla. This is very like astute, like in the cut. This is a great point.
Yeah, I don't think he will, but
you hope not. You hope not, but we don't know that for sure. You hope he doesn't decide to go to the Jerry Jones route where Jerry Jones just burns the whole thing down because he can't have it his way. You hope that doesn't happen, but you don't know that for sure. And that's why, to me, I felt like the 3 to 5 year comment was a little bit like, I'm like, Steve, I wouldn't have made that comment, bro. I know you want to win, but I'm like, oh no. Because winning ain't easy. Like if winning, there's certain comments you make where it's like, oh, we have a goal, we have a mandate every season. We're gonna go out there and try to win. But when you put a time frame on it, if it doesn't work, then you look kind of crazy. Like you look bad because you start, I want 3 to 5 years. I want to be able to win. I want to be like, nah, you don't want to do that because then, right.
Yep.
And plus, it looks like you're being like, it looks like you don't understand the plight of winning. Like the plight of winning is not easy. So listen, Yankee, like I'll give you an example. We kill franchises for making these statements. Like you kill Yankee fans all the time. Now that this guy would love what retro jerseys you talking about? MP22.
This one, that should be. They should have had an orange retro jersey. I like the ones we're gonna have this year, but it should have been orange, in my opinion.
Orange retro.
My favorite Islander jerseys. Like
this guy might cry for real. You get a
orange different, like the Mets too. I hope Steve Cohen eventually implements an orange alternate.
You like the fisherman one, buddy?
I'm going to.
What about it do you like? I'm curious. Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, what's up? How are you? Happy to have more Islander fans come and watch the show.
Word up. This guy is happier than a pig in sloth.
I'm always outnumbered.
Word up. He happy right now. Look at him.
I'm not a fan of the fisherman logo because of the design and the jersey, just not a fan of it, but more so because of that time period in Islander history.
It should have been orange.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you. It should have been orange. Absolutely.
I didn't like it for 6 years later. It grew on me. That's fair. That's fair.
It's cool if you like the Fisherman logo.
What other teams you like, bro?
Yeah, who are your other teams?
They look very unique. That's
because like the navy blue, like it's kind of bland. It's nice, but it's
everybody does it.
Like some of the teams' jerseys, they really went all out and made like the colors, the logo, everything about it is unique. Whereas the Islanders and some of the other teams in the league kind of just
they still status quo. Right.
Yes. That's a good way to put it. But I would have loved more.
Speaking of crazy jerseys, did anybody see the new Miami Heat jerseys? If you win and the other friend, the Presky, you know what? That's a great point, Kayla. That's a great point. Like that's why I think you have to be able. There's a delicate balance between winning and wanting to maintain a certain level of. Okay, we can win, but I'm not going to sell off the horses and the entire farm to do it. There's winning, but that's all. There's also maintaining a different feel and a different vibe and a different, like Big Dog. I'm sure Big Dog wants to win. Let's make this an Islander conversation since we got Islander fans in the group right now. Yo, you guys want to win, but you're not willing to give up the whole Earth, Sun, Moon, and the stars to do it.
No. What's up, Skip?
Listen, man, you got to represent. You got to listen, man.
He's a secret Met fan, Skip.
I don't want to go. I'm not going there, but I'm just trying to roll with the time. Like, but no, let's stick with the Islander point a second. Like, you guys want to win. I'm not, and I get all that because windows are small when you win. It's not a large window. But like,
shut off the stamp phone.
You can't make any irrational decisions.
No, you can't. And
like what some fans are saying now about Barzal, you got to stop that. He's going to sign. He will be here most likely. Just got to stay patient and stay the course.
Right.
Lamoriello knows what he's doing. He's been around a long time. He's a great GM, Hall of Famer. I mean, guys win championships.
Lou's not the type to rush anything. Lou's going to take his time with everything. And that's why if whoever comes in as a Yankee fan, I don't think so. I don't think so, but because I don't think that's why I think Yankee fans and the Yankee ownership is not concerned. The Yankee front office is not concerned with it because they realize why go crazy when I could get one of the top 5 shortstops in the game next year as free agents. Like the Mets did this because the Mets needed this. You need to do it. You needed a shot in the arm. The owner wasn't going to wait.
Right.
For you to figure out what to do. Like Steve was going to be like, all right, you either make the move now and we see what happens. That's my issue with the Harden situation. That's a very good point too, Kayla.
What you press?
The side button.
I did it.
That's a very good point too, Kayla, because trading for James Harden, that might not be the best move. I can't wait till we play the Leafs. The ring. Oh.
Yeah, I was upset that the Rangers got the number 1 pick. But I had a feeling that I'm like, once they got knocked down, like, watch, they're going to get the number 1 pick. And they did. But that don't mean anything. So, they're building, but they still have a long way to go.
Right. But Big Dog, let me ask you something real quick on the Islanders since we're here. We're on this island. If you guys want to get back to the Mets, we'll get back to the Mets in a second. But I feel like this is why the Barzal thing, you can't go crazy. Like you can't just thank you for the subscription, buddy.
Thank you.
Too. We appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
You can't go crazy with the Barzal. Oh, they didn't sign Barzal. This is unacceptable. We can't do this.
We got to release him. Come on. That got even you chapped, and you're not even an Islander fan.
Because that's foolishness. That's beyond buffoonery. That's idiot.
Trying to get the best deal for him.
And granted, here's the thing. You don't think Lou's going to look out for him? Lou's going to look out for him.
Yeah, of course.
Lou,
he's the best player.
Exactly. That's just the art of negotiating, fat people. You
I'm
got to
very happy.
negotiate.
Speaking of contracts, Matt Martin, 4-year deal, staying on the island. Very happy about that. One of the most likable players on the team. Big fan favorite on that fourth line. So happy to see Matty Mott staying for a few more years. He'll definitely retire an Islander. For sure.
Yeah, now, yeah.
And just to piss Boomer off more that he's staying an Islander, I love it.
I'm sorry, buddy. That's me.
It's been that way for a few years, you know.
No, you know what it is? Because it's screwed into the wall, and it's screwed into the wall. Do the Islanders? No, they do because they own his rights. They own his rights. They do have the capital to re-sign him if they choose to.
Yes.
Yeah. And honestly, right now you just got to make sure that you listen, communicate with him, talk with him. Like, this is what
I know all his teammates have been.
I got you, brother.
All his teammates have been talking to him on a daily basis. What's that?
Nah, you go ahead.
His teammates have been talking to him on a daily basis. They seem very confident he's going to stay. He wants to stay. So I'm not too worried about it. I think it's going to get done, and you believe so too, right? That it'll probably get done around when opening day starts next week. Right,
and that's just the art of negotiating. You heard? Like, people don't understand. Like, these athletes, they want to get as much money as they can for themselves. Plus, you don't think he looked around the team and was like, yo, wait a minute. So Anders Lee got 7 years? This dude got how much money he got?
More than Lee.
Fam, you don't think he's looking at that going, you better come. You better come with it. You know what I mean? Because these players, it's all competitive. They're teammates, and yes, they want to win, and yes, but this is them realizing I only get to negotiate but so many contracts, so I'm going to do all I can to make sure I get as much money for myself and the people that are around me. I can't blame a player for trying to get paid. Get paid, young man. And hockey players who put themselves in peril every game with skates to the face and shots to the.
He got a face injury last year. He played through it, but
hockey players are a different breed.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. And he deserves all the money in the world.
We'll pay him.
No doubt about it.
Of course. Listen, and then with the risk of injury being so great, you gotta try and get as much money as you can get.
Oh yeah.
You got to, just because it doesn't look. You and I both know, bro. If you're working, and the viewers that are watching, let's bring this down to a common science. Forget about the two bozos that are talking over here. Lee got $7 million. Barzal's that because he's worth double though.
He got 7 years, which kind of blew my mind. Like, I love Lee's a good player, but 7-year player, and no.
Let me ask you a question, MP. I'm being for real, brother. You don't think Barzal's worth double the money that Lee is? You paid Lee like a 40-goal scorer. Your man only scored 39 goals one time. Correct me if I'm wrong, big dog.
Yes, it was that 1 year. He was just shy of 40. And look, he's a great net front presence, but he's not a 7-year type player. Just
right.
Where Barzal, it's totally different.
He does a little bit of everything, and that's what I'm saying. Not
to knock Lee, but he, and again, he can score from other parts of the ice, but like you said, Barzal's dynamic. He could skate, he could pass, he could score. Lee, to me, is one or two-dimensional type of hockey player.
Right. And that's the thing. In the league, you got to get guys that do a little bit of everything. That's why they get paid what they get paid.
But we also, too, were saying at the time, we think that might have happened because in order for him to stay, and like Tavares just left, The
But
fans.
that's stupid too, though. That's stupid too, because you're caving to fan pressure. Like, are you kidding me? Come on now. Like, you can't do that. You can't cave to fan pressure. Like,
I don't think that was Lou. That could have came from ownership, but
it might have. I do think it's a lot better than Lee. It reminds me of the Chris Kreider contract. They kind of get not wrong on that tip. Not wrong on that tip, MP. Like, but that's why if you're Barzal, you gotta look at the dudes on your own team. Who else got a crazy contract? Bailey's contract is insane.
oh god,
Bailey got a big Josh Bailey got a crazy Wait a minute,
he's kind of grown on me a little bit, but I'm still not as big of a Josh Bailey guy as a lot of people are. But
well, for that contract, bro,
hell no,
fam.
Cheers for Josh Bailey. No, if you want to give him like 2, 3, not 6, you gave him more than Cizikas, Clutterbuck. I mean, come on.
And he's not even half the player that either one of those guys are.
No.
Like, but this is what I'm saying.
He's not consistent. Like, he's clutch, and he could be a big game player, but it's not, it doesn't come consistent. Now, he did have a good playoff last year.
Oh, but hold on.
But in general, no. And you watch him, too. He can't handle a pass. He can't pass. It's just.
But being clutch, that's part of being clutch. Being clutch is being out there every night, giving me something that I'm looking at going, you know what? You're worth that kind of money. Because when the chips are on the line every night, you show up. There's nights where I watch the Islanders play and I don't even see Josh Bailey on the ice. I'm like, yo, where'd you go, fam? Where'd you go? And you watch them religiously.
Yes. Another guy, too, who I want to see step up is Eberle. We were saying that a lot last year. Like, Eberle's got to...
That's because the skill set is there, though.
It is.
The skill set is there.
It's like that Barzal. He's a great player.
Right. The skill set is there, but if you don't... This is where I want to see Barry kind of take him and go, listen, man, you got to give me more. You got to give me more than what you've been giving me because I know there's more in there.
And him and Barzal on the same line is great. But again, why they have Lee, and I'm not questioning Barry Trotz. I'm just going by what I see when I watch the Islanders. I'm not sure why Lee is on that first line with that because I feel like you need another speedy guy, a speedy forward.
Right.
That's a top goal scorer.
Right.
Like Barzal and I mean, you don't even have to score 30, 35 goals, but like a Beauvillier is somebody I'd love to see on that line.
You need a different look. It's like saying, yo, in the NBA, you got a whole bunch of scorers. You need that one defender dude that ain't gonna score much points, but that's just gonna get stops, gonna play defense, gonna do the little things. I feel like a lot of That's true too. We've seen it with Dave Dombrowski over the years, giving David Price that contract, giving Chris. I don't know what he was thinking with the Chris Sale.
I don't think he'll overpay too much for Barzal.
I mean, but can we classify what an overpay is though?
I think he deserves a lot of money.
Right, and at his age. Can we classify what an overpay is, though?
He's only 23.
Exactly. So what is his real value when a lot of people will tell you he hasn't even hit his prime yet? So what is an overpay, realistically speaking? Think about it. If somebody hasn't hit their prime, like he's 4 years old, he's at least 3 good years away from his prime.
Right.
And we're talking about a guy that can possibly do it all, got a great skill set. What is an actual overpay? Because to me, overpay is a guy like Tavares, who's an older guy, who's kind of, he's kind of descending from his prime. He's not that on the
Still
down.
there, but he's on that older side now.
It's coming to a point where if you see kind of going like this, and you're kind of like he's still there, but it's still it's coming this way. That's an overpay. Like that's a bad. Like the Lee contract. The Lee contract's an overpay. That right there, I'm like, nah, no gooch, no gooch, no gooch. Because then
Bailey and Ladd, when they signed him for the 6 year or 7.
Oh, look at the Maple Leafs, Nylander.
Yeah, that whole deal of him holding out till December and
he didn't do jack.
Terrible that year. Terrible. Right. That's why if I'm Kyle Dubas, I would trade him and see where you could get value back.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, do we really want to do this? Like, is it worth it? A lot of it is not. People like, oh well, no, this is what the market necessitates. But are you worth it? Are you worth being paid that kind of money? Like, bring it back to Trevor Bauer for a second. Trevor Bauer had one Cy Young season. Is he worth $35 million a year?
Nah. Like DeGrom, yeah. Syndergaard, yeah.
That's a good point. That's a fair point, but his age. No, right. Yeah, but it's a definite overpay, though.
Yeah.
And think about it. Barzal's age also necessitates why things happen the way they happen. Because think about, like I just mentioned, Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer wants $30 to $35 million a year. Trevor Bauer had one good season, bro. And he's already like, what, 29, 30?
And the last we heard on Monday when we were discussing this, he was only asking, again, it could change, but he was only asking for $10 million a year, Barzal, which isn't all that much.
Mm-hmm. In hockey terms now. I felt like Bauer fell off. Yeah, I mean, look, because I don't think that's
more than $10 million, in my opinion.
So what's your stopping point? What's your stopping point? Everybody in here, what's your stopping point? Go ahead, go, big dog.
For Barzal?
Yeah.
In hockey term, I mean 13, 14.
What if I told you I stop at 12.5?
That's good. Like 12 or 13, I would go.
12 or 13. What if I told you I'm stopping at 12.5? I ain't going no further. We can renegotiate. Because I gotta pay you again.
Right.
In 4 or 5 years, I gotta come back to you and pay you again.
12.5.
12.5 fair. What if I say 12.5? Let's say I say 12.5 over 4 years. So you're getting $4.5 million a year.
That's solid. That's a solid deal. He'd be 27, and then if the Islanders want to pay him,
then you could re-up and give him what? You give him what, like 6 for like $8 mil? Get him in the $50 million range?
Yeah.
Right? I think because he's gonna get paid
again. 9 mil, 10 maybe.
Right, but think about it, he's gonna get paid again. So it's like, do I really want to ask for the sun and the moon and the stars right now when I gotta come back and they're gonna pay me?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Where if this was
12.5's a fair number, 4 years, and then you could give him a 6 or 7 year deal down the line.
And think about it. The 4.5 right now, that's him betting on himself. Take the $4.5 million, outplay the contract so that when you come back again and you got to renegotiate, they got to pay you the money.
Now, Arthur Staple, and again, I would want you to listen to it because I'll be honest, some of the technical mumbo jumbo with the
right,
you know, all the money terminologies, but he was saying about maybe a 3 or 2 year deal would be really good. But that's too little to me, no?
Well, if you give me 2 or 3 years, then you got to give me the high AAV. The only way I'm taking 2 or 3 years is if you guarantee me 5-6 million out the box. If my average annual value is $5 to $6 million, and I know that could get me to about 12, 12 and a half, 13, then yeah, I'll take your 2-3 year deal. But no, when I come back, I'm coming back for probably 10, 11, a million a year. I'm coming back for double whatever you pay. Like, so,
Right.
you know what I mean? Thing is, Barzell is really worth $10 million, however, because Trot's defense is it. Right. Yeah. And Big Dog always says there's no stars. Nick always says there's no stars with Barry. It's a by committee system, which is smart, but in a way it also hurts a guy like him who wants to get as much as he can for his value. I think that's fair. MP, I think that's a great point by you. I think that's absolutely fair because I think you got to understand the situation that each player is in, though. You know what I'm saying? Like each player, the coaching staff is different. What they're asked to do is different. You know what I'm saying? It's a completely different situation depending on each team. Each team wants you to do different things. Big Dog, you've always said, hey, man, Barry's system is team first.
Absolutely. Defense first, team first. And there's not going to be 30, 40 goal scorers. I mean, except when he had Alex Ovechkin.
Right.
You know, like Barzal had 20-something goals last year. And
he likes to spread around the wealth. He likes to spread the wealth around.
He don't want one or two guys just scoring 30, 40 goals. Like, he wants, like you said, spread the wealth or, you know, he wants everybody to participate and wants everybody to have a role.
Right. And that's the way it should be in all sports, honestly speaking, which brings me to the James Harden point that Kayla made earlier. Kayla, we're going to get to your James Harden point right now. Trading for James Harden at this juncture, bro, that feels really difficult. If you're the Sixers or anybody else, that feels really difficult. And the reason why it feels difficult,
I'm sorry to cut you off. I just got to – why would you even do it at this point just because of all the off-the-court stuff and, you know, he's asking for like there's just a lot of drama with him. So why would the Sixers or any other team entertain that idea?
I'll tell you why. He's averaging 33 points a game. He's shooting 45% from the field, and he damn near averages a triple-double nightly. So I get your point, but teams are like, bro, if I could just get him away from the strip club. If I could just get him away from the foolishness, we'd be all right. Doc Rivers is working what? Yes, because listen, what you got ain't bad. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I didn't mean to look at my phone, but I just wanted to see if any sports updates came up and something did. I know we're going to get into it a little bit later, but we were talking about this earlier. Deshaun Watson is upset with GM hiring process. Texans did not inform Deshaun Watson they were hiring Nick Caserio, nor did they consider his preferred candidates, Adam Schefter reports.
Here you go. Here you go.
Come on.
Look, I'm gonna give you two options out the gate that I think automatically make this work. Are you ready for this?
Oh.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Stephen's
Austin Rivers lost his goddamn mind last night. Somebody get the fire extinguishers out for that boy. But real quick, we got to talk about this because Big Dog he does what I do. You just broke some news.
I'm sorry. I had to. I saw him like we were talking about it earlier.
All right. So for context, we're gonna get to the Knicks. We're gonna get to all that stuff. Well, we got to talk about this Deshaun stuff. Hey man, if you're having fun, stay with us. We got tons of show left.
Yes, we got basketball, football, a lot of other stuff to
We
talk
got a bunch of stuff to talk with. Listen,
Share
man.
the video, tell people to watch.
Word up. Let them know. This Deshaun Watson news is kind of crazy. Okay? And it's crazy on multiple fronts because Big Dog, we were talking about this morning. Yeah, Austin Rivers lost his goddamn mind. he blacked out. But Deshaun, man, that's crazy. How do you not consult your franchise quarterback?
That's really not good.
That's craziness, bro.
That is so bad.
That's something. I'm not trying to be funny, but that's something you guys would do.
That really is.
I'm not trying to be fun, but I'm like, damn.
No, it's true. I'm not offended. The Jets would do something like that for sure.
I'm like, yo, can we consult him? Can we talk about it? I mean, well, hot damn. Like, we're just gonna. And you didn't even get a hire
because we were talking about earlier, and I want to propose this to all the viewers watching.
Yes, please.
SNY Twitter page put this out. Hypothetical. This ain't actually going to happen, although I wish it will, but again, we'll see. Could the Jets trade for Deshaun Watson? And here's what the trade would be, hypothetically. The Jets acquire just Deshaun Watson. That's it. They would give the Texans the number 2 overall pick in the upcoming draft. The pick that they got from Seattle for this year's draft, the first-round pick, a 2021 fifth-round pick, and a 2022 third-round pick. So all draft picks, but you're giving them your number 2 this year and your number 2 this year, your other first-round pick from the Seahawks in the Jamal Adams trade, and a fifth-round pick, plus a 2022 third-rounder. Would you do that trade for Deshaun Watson? I would.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know why I would do it? I would do it because
Deshaun to the Eagles.
I would do it if I'm the Jets because Deshaun Watson, he comes in your quarterback room as a quarterback.
Yep.
He knows what the hell he's doing.
Franchise QB.
So this is what I'm saying now. Oh, but
you don't got to mentor Sam or Justin Fields.
You're giving away the number 2 pick. Jeff fans. When's the last time y'all made a smart draft pick anyway?
Not in a while.
I'm just saying.
Revis.
So you're going to cry about, we giving away too much. This is a little bit too much. I can't do this.
You are a diehard Jeff fan. Like Stephen pointed out, when was the last time we made a solid draft pick?
When's the last time a quarterback?
First
of all, when's the last time a quarterback like Deshaun Watson in his prime hit the market? Nah, they rebuilding though. Which means that JJ Watt's probably next.
Come on now.
I could use a JJ Watt.
Oh my God, him in Cleveland? Him and Myles Garrett? Woo! Oh my God.
Listen, JJ Watt come to Cleveland.
That division, oh my God.
Imagine him and his brother. He'd be playing both his brothers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That'd be fun to watch.
JJ Watt, Myles Garrett, he can replace Olivier Vernon. I'm sorry for Olivier Vernon, but you got to go. Like, yo, JJ Watt. Listen, yo, I trade all the draft picks I got for the next 4 years. Listen, dog. Because that's, honestly speaking, when you got game changers like that, like Deshaun's a game changer. Like, hell yeah. Like, Deshaun automatically walks in your quarterback room and says, okay, fellas, So who wants to make the playoffs and stop playing games? Because if you get me some wide receivers, all right now.
You got Denzel Mims. Perriman is okay.
Nah,
But you get somebody in free agency.
Think about it. You get him Denzel. All right, let's play this hypothetical game, right? Because I'm hearing this person's available. I don't know how true it is, but I'm hearing whispers. You already got Denzel Mims, right? And you go down to Atlanta. You tell him, listen, I want 2 years of Julio Jones. Even Old Man River Julio Jones. Old Man River Julio Jones, Denzel Mims, and you get a decent tight end with Deshaun Watson? Hold up now.
And that's another thing the Jets need too, is a solid tight end.
Y'all need a tight end as bad as the Knicks need a point guard.
Yeah, tight end. The Jets haven't had a good one in years.
Word up. Like last time the Jets had a decent tight end, I was in.
I mean, Dustin Keller was solid a few years back.
But
He was already old at that point.
Y'all need a decent. Listen. That's why you guys should be worried about drafting tight ends. You guys should be worried about drafting structural pieces. Like you're gonna go through this process of drafting another QB for what?
There's no point.
For what?
I hope Joe Douglas is on the phone with the Texans. I hope.
I'm like, yo, fam, so you're going to draft another QB for what?
Give him Sam. They're in rebuilding mode.
I'm saying that might actually work. So you're going to draft another QB for what? To watch him put through the ringer?
Again? Who knows if it's going to work?
And you might say, well, who knows if Deshaun works? But at least Deshaun comes with some credibility. I've seen Deshaun Watson play. I know what I got.
Has playoff experience. Not that he's won a game, but
still, that ain't his fault. Bro, I'm saying, like, how long can we sit here and say, well, the Jets, we're rebuilding.
It's not rebuild. This ain't
even rebuilding, dog. You rebuild. Like, they haven't even demolished the house yet. Half of it is still standing up. You got to kill the rest. Yo, fam, wait. Where's your rebuild at, dog? Like, where's that? Are you kidding me? Yo, and then I feel bad for this dude because every week we got to come on here and talk about the Jets. Right now, Jets, this is your time for people to stop looking at you like the laughing stock. Go get you Deshaun Watson and do me a favor, Joe Douglas. Do me a favor. Do me one favor. Just shut the hell up about how, we believe in this group. We believe in this current group. We think they're going to be amazing. We just got to give it time to develop and grow. Damn, bro. You sound worse than the politician, and they're bad, and you sound worse than them. We got to give it time. We can't just give up on these kids. This is not the way we do business. When you come in these four walls, you got to play hard for us. That's part of the Jet way. Excuse me. The Jet way? The only Jet way I see is the Jet way to the goddamn sewer. Because you
getting your ass kicked every week?
The Jet way.
Well, come on. Jet way. Jet way is losing for 50-something years.
Listen, just ask the Knicks. We've been doing it the Knick way.
There's got to be a full culture change in the Jet informed.
Right. But that comes with things like that. Like, yo, we were killing the Mets before Steve Cohen took over. The Mets are dysfunctional. The Mets are this. The Mets are that. You see what new ownership does that actually cares? You see what happens? Like, give it a shot.
Yo,
then, like, listen.
You got to be rich enough to buy both. I'm just saying. Come on now.
And look, I'll say this. I'll stipulate this, Your Honor. I think, would I make the James Harden trade? If I'm certain teams, I think I would. And if I'm Philly, I think I would. Because
for the Knicks?
No. Because the Knicks aren't ready to win right now. You put James Harden with Joel Embiid and that crew, you automatically top 3 in the Eastern Conference. Right now, you top 3.
Oh yeah.
If Joel's healthy, you top 3. And it's not even a debate. So for all the foolishness of James is a headache, James Harden's a headache. We get it. But I ain't passing up damn near a triple-double every night. And Doc Rivers is going to coach him. Nah, I do it in a heartbeat. Because I don't think Ben Simmons... I'm not a Ben Simmons believer. I don't believe in Ben Simmons' game. So if you're telling me I'm flipping James Harden for Ben Simmons, you automatically become better. Automatically become better. Because what he does for you is he spaces the floor.
Imagine James Harden with the Lakers or the Clippers.
Oh, my Lord. You know where I really want James Harden to go is New Orleans. Put him with Zion and word up. All right, he goes to the Lakers and Clippers. I'm going to stop watching ball, bro. This is like, y'all.
Like, this ain't fair, no. It already ain't fair, but...
Y'all cheating, though, bro. Y'all cheating. I hear you. I just don't believe in Ben Simmons. Long term, Ben Simmons is not the guy. Ben Simmons is the listen. Ben Simmons is Ben Simmons is a poor man's Giannis. Like, and honestly, I don't think Giannis does nothing in the playoffs either till he develops a jump shot. As great as Giannis is, you need to develop a jump shot. Bro, football terms for you a second. We know how the Steelers used to be run the football. They're gonna run your football. Now they're throwing it 45, 50 times a game. You don't think if I'm playing Big Ben, I'm like, with his old arthritic elbow, just got
wanted to throw it 40, 50 times.
Please, bro. Please throw it 40, 50 times a game. They begging Ben Simmons to take a 3-point shot.
I know you're praying for that on Sunday.
Oh. I hear you. I'm just saying, but look, this is where you got to have a coach like Doc Rivers who's going to make him. Doc Rivers ain't going to just let him slide, bro. Doc Rivers is going to make him play defense, bro. Doc Rivers ain't going to play that. Joel himself, Joel be like, yo, fam. You got to play defense, fam. Like, I'm not playing with you. Like, it's going to happen. And that's the thing. Whoever trades for James Harden, you automatically know you got to walk up in there and be like, yo, nah, fam. This ain't Houston. We ain't planning trips to the strip club after practice. We ain't staying in the cities an extra day. We ain't doing none of that. Hell no. You got to, like, he got to be around teammates that are going to force him to do all that. I mean, maybe, but I just don't like you guys in the playoffs, though. I don't like, because I don't trust Big Simmons in a big game. Ben Simmons in a big game, I got to see it with my own eyes. Not that James Harden plays big in big games, but there's something about Ben Simmons. I just
booed at one time, right, by the fans in Philly.
He don't shoot.
He couldn't hit a foul shot, right?
I mean, he's still bad from the free throw line. What happens when they do the Hackett Simmons in the playoffs?
It might be better now with no crowd.
But still, and he's still missing free throws. I'm saying, like, bro, I'm just not a Ben Simmons believer. I could be wrong, but I don't believe in the dude. Like, and she's in the Philly market every day, so she sees him more than I do. But I'm like, bro, you're a poor man's Giannis with no jump shot, fam. I'm out. I just said James Harden hasn't won many big games either, but at least I know that James Harden's a threat offensively. Ben Simmons right now, the dude can't shoot. Big dog, I'll put you on the perimeter against that dude. He still wouldn't take 3-point shots. Big dog, you could put me in the power chair on slow guarding this dude. He still won't take 3-point shots. The joystick could be stuck in neutral. He still won't. he still won't take no 3-point shots, bro. I'm serious, bro. You don't shoot it. Like, what am I supposed to do? Fam, you're not helping me help you. Help me help you. Help. Help.
Hell,
Yo, and it's like, and I can't talk because the Knicks have been bad for 100 years. So I'm the last person to talk about good ball. But I look at teams like Miami. I look at teams like the Lakers. I look at all these teams that move the ball. It's like a good soccer team, bro. Good soccer team. You tell me this all the time. They touch the ball, bro. They touch the ball, bro.
pass, hold a lot of possession.
Everything, yeah. They're a good defensive team. I give you that. But in the half court, when the game slows down, like I just don't like him as a fit. I could be wrong, but do you think Eagles should we go over this again?
We could.
Philly Petty and the mother boy. Yo, Doug, Jeffrey Lurie, the whole crew, y'all petty, but I understand.
I think they tanked, and also they didn't want the Giants to get in the playoffs.
I wouldn't have wanted it either.
That's what I believe.
As Chris Rock said, I wouldn't do it, but I understand. I wouldn't do it, and
I'm sorry, but as I mentioned Monday, I would do it.
that's because you petty. Admit it, dog.
Like if I could stop the Patriots, let's say hypothetically from or a division,
admit the
I
truth.
would do that.
You petty though, bro. Admit the truth, bro. You petty, bro. Admitting that fact, just admit, yo, big dog, you petty, bro. And he knows he petty. He's not even trying to hide the fact that he's petty. He's like, yo, I'm petty. I know it. You ain't telling me nothing different, bro. But if it was the Steelers or the Ravens, I do the same thing.
Right. So don't be calling me petty when you do the same thing. Come on, the Steelers are special. You hate them. There's no way you would help them out.
I hate everybody in the division except for Cincinnati, but I'm gonna start hating them again real soon.
Yeah, and they share the same state. You'll find a way to hate them. Once they get good.
When we get your guy, who's that? Who you getting? Nah, bro. I'm petty in the mother, bro. I admit it. If
Is she talking about a quarterback or?
Are you talking about Sam Darnold?
I think you're talking about Deshaun Watson.
I mean, if y'all get Deshaun Watson, well, hot damn.
I mean,
well, hot damn. So Jalen Hurts is just a bum now? We just gonna throw Jalen Hurts to the side like he don't matter?
like, damn.
Damn, bro. I thought New York is a savage.
Nah, Philly is.
Wow, bro. Smith or Chase? Who's that? Who's that, Kayla? Smith or Chase? Why am I dumbing out? You talking about the wide receiver? Smith, Devontae Smith from Ohio State? I'm dumbing out right now. I'm petty. I'm just as petty as you, bro. I'm not helping the Steelers out, bro. I don't like people, bro. Oh, you talking? Yeah, Devontae. Yeah,
That's who I want too for the Jets, but not if we're giving it up for. I'd rather have Deshaun Watson.
No, but can you imagine Denzel Mims and that dude? Son.
Well,
Hot damn.
Yo, Darnold with those two guys.
That's what I'm saying. There's something there with Sam Darnold. Maybe I'm in the minority on it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority. Somebody tell me if I'm tripping, please. But there's somebody there. There's something there with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, yo, fam. Word. Adam Gase said, "Yeah, nah, we tanking for," and you didn't even tank right, Adam Gase.
I'm telling you, he tried to sabotage Sam.
And I'm sorry, and Nick Saban, or we want him on the stat.
That
Do you really? Do you? No. Do you really? Do you really want him? No, you don't. No, you don't. Admit it. No, you don't. You're just saying you do to stroke the ego, but Lord knows, if I'm a head coach, listen, get that defense, get him away from me.
He could get coffee for us if he wants, but I hired him as a coach.
Alabama, LSU, and the Giants. I hear you. Yo, I'm not lying. Yo, that's like asking me as a Duke fan, yo, would you help NC? No.
Hell no.
No.
Like, I wouldn't help the Rangers either. No way.
Bro.
No way.
You already know my rule on North Carolina. Don't even ask me to be nice to the University of North Carolina. That ain't happening. Hell no. Listen, I'll be journalistic all you want. Every other sport, I'll play it down the middle, but NC, hell no. Nope. You see how crazy I got for Duke NC, and this guy had the audacity to say, I think it's a wrap. Nah, big dog, you ain't been here before, bro. This guy, bro. I'm not helping NC. I hate Carolina. With a pat, I can't stand them. The uniforms, the sneakers, that's like gag worthy. Oh. And in all seriousness, so nobody said that when the Warriors were tanking for the #1 pick last year. When Steph got hurt and Clay got hurt and Draymond faking injury, nobody said that when the Warriors was taking last year. And the Warriors might take again because they're not that good.
They're terrible.
I'm just saying, like, damn, like, yo, like, can we stop acting like, oh, this is not good for sports? It's not good for sports, but you think these organizations care? No. They're going to do what's best for them. Speaking of doing what's best for them, these NFL playoffs, woo-wee. The only game I will abstain from picking is my beloved Cleveland Browns against the Pittsburgh Steelers because my heart just won't let me be logical.
I understand it.
Nah, fam. My heart.
You can't help your rivals.
My heart just won't let me be logical. I will pick any other game you like, but I can't. Nah, fam. Nah, nah. I can't do that. Nah. And he laughs. That's like, no, I can't. No.
Let's go through them. Starting with Saturday's games. Bills, Colts. Up in Orchard Park, New York. Going to be freezing. A few thousand fans are going to be in the building. So Bills Mafia, some of them are going to be there. I just think even with no fans, and the Colts do have a great defense, one of the best in the league, but I'm picking Buffalo just because they're at home. And I know there's not much home field advantage this year, but old man Phillip Rivers,
nah.
You're used to playing in a dome, and now you got to go outside of Buffalo. And Buffalo is hot right now.
And it's colder than the mall out there.
Yeah.
Can't feel you.
I'm picking Buffalo. Are you going the same way? Are you picking an Indy upset?
Nah, I'm going Buffalo to the AFC Championship game, bro.
Very possible.
Buffalo, word up.
Rams, Seahawks in Seattle. I'm going Seattle. And not even thinking twice about it.
I would agree with you, but I think Russ got to give me something more offensively because offensively the last couple weeks they've been looking
And that defense is going to come for him, too.
right.
And the defense, too, has to step up.
Yeah, you got to give me something because they've been allergic to
Since
stuff.
the Rams lost to the Jets, I can't pick them anymore. I can't do it. Even if they didn't lose to the Jets, I would still go. I really like Seattle. Even though they choked the shit.
Bro, y'all lost to us, bro. I can't pick y'all, bro.
Okay?
So you lost to the Jets, bro. I can't pick you guys, bro.
Nah. Washington Buccaneers. I'm going Tampa Bay, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
I'm gonna shock you. I'm gonna take the Washington football team.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna take the Washington football team.
I could see a possible upset happening.
You know why? Brady don't like a pass rush. The moment you start tapping at Brady's feet, nope, out.
Yep.
Out.
I can't wait to see Chase Young hit him repeatedly. Can't wait till Brady gets sacked, hit, pressured. I want the Bucs to lose, but I'm going Tampa. I just think that, the playoff experience of Brady and that offense is clicking right now. Brady and Arians seem like they're not bashing each other anymore, and they're actually on the same page.
Nah, once they lose, that might change.
Oh, yeah. But Washington's going to give them a fight, though. And Alex Smith is going to want to win that game for sure with everything he's been through. So we'll see what happens.
Honestly, you know why I'm picking the Washington football team? Because of Alex Smith. Alex Smith, and they got a decent run game. And that defense is disruptive, bro. That they play physical, they play hard. Nah.
Ravens, Titans. I'm going the Tennessee Titans. Trevor Lawrence, it's possible that he could be a bust. I don't know if he will. Stefan, what do you think? I don't think he'll be a bust. But
I think Trevor's going to have a good NFL career. I don't think – listen, I think you got to let these things play out. You got to see these guys play in NFL games. Like, you can't automatically assume, this guy's going to be a bust or this guy – like, let it play out. See what him playing in the NFL does. See how he handles the pressure. See how he handles everything. And then give it a couple years before we start calling out whether he's going to be a bust or not. Plus, like we've been saying with Sam Darnold on this show for the last couple weeks, coaching matters in the NFL. You
Absolutely.
get him a good coach, he might not be that bad.
Ravens, Titans. I'm going Titans. I don't trust Lamar in a playoff game. The first two we played, lost, including last year to the Titans. They lost at home. This one's in Tennessee, but I'm going Titans. Although the Ravens have been playing really, really well, and not to bring it up again, but since that Monday night game against Cleveland, they have been playing well. I'm sorry.
I thought you loved me, bro.
Why and you're going to hate me even more when I make the Steelers-Browns pick. I'm just warning you now. Who are you picking? Titans or Ravens?
No, I'm going Tennessee. I think Derrick Henry has a monster game. So I'm going Tennessee. And to be honest with you, Deshaun in the playoffs, we know what he is. You got to be able to throw the football, bro. You can't run as soon as you get scared. Like, teams already game planning for you.
Bears, Saints. I'm going Saints. They're at home. I don't think the Bears could beat the Saints.
Would I shock you if I say I'm going Chicago?
That would be shocking, yes.
I think I'm going to pick the Bears. You know why? Pass rush. Drew Brees is old. He can't move. He's like, rib. And he got the ribs. Rib cage. Nah, fam. Ribs hoy. Ain't trying to get hit.
And lastly, you're not gonna pick it, but at least break it down for us. You're gonna curse me out after the show, but I'm going Steelers. I think just having to go to, and again, not a lot of fans there, but going to Heinz Field, and now more so with it's the Browns' first trip to the playoffs in a long, long time. Really, they don't have experience. I'm going with Pittsburgh. And now, especially with everyone on the COVID list, no Stefanski on the sideline, I think it's going to be really hard for you guys to win. I hope they do for your sake, but it's going to be a tough one. But who knows? Maybe the not being in the playoffs for so long, that'll give them extra juice and carry them to a victory. But what do you see from this game overall?
Realistically speaking, I'm not picking us either. Like, I don't have great confidence rolling in there like we're going to be able to pull it out. But what I will say is we do have something. We do have something that I think people need to recognize, though, and that's a decent running game. If you can run the football in cold weather and keep the ball out of Ben Roethlisberger's hands, you got a shot. Do you win the football game? I don't know, because I got to see Baker actually play big in a big spot. I'll give you that. I'm not even going to sit there and argue with you. But you know and I know, if Big Ben Roethlisberger is throwing the ball 40, 45 times a game, not good.
If you guys do win this game, hypothetically, can you see you guys making a deep run or no?
No, I'm not answering that question. Because I'm not. That's like a booby trap question.
All right, we'll wait until after Sunday night if you guys.
I can't answer the question. But what I will say is, listen, the Steelers are banged up too. They got Bud Dupree out. They're missing a lot of weapons. And listen, Big Ben hasn't looked like Big Ben though. Like if this was Big Ben of a couple years ago, I would feel totally different about how I feel right now. Like if this was Big Ben, if Big Ben was healthy, I'd be scared. But I'm not. I'm looking at the Steelers like, listen, but of course everybody's picking the Steelers, of course. But
what's gonna fuel them though?
Good, pick the Steelers. Everybody in the national media, this ain't even gonna be a contest. Big Ben's they got something to prove. And that's cool. And if the Steelers win, look, I've always said this. All I wanted them to do this year was make the playoffs. I'm not expecting no deep run. I'm not expecting none of that. Just make the playoffs. That's it. I'm not expecting you to win a championship game. None of that. Make the playoffs, play competitive, don't get blown out. If I got no nails left, but we lose in a heartbreak, I'm good.
You're gonna be distraught the next day. You're not gonna be. You're gonna be.
Oh, yeah, but
you're gonna be eating chocolate. You're gonna like me, like when oh man.
Listen, bro. But just for the growth of will I be sick personally? Yeah, I'd be sick.
But like after the fact, like
for the growth of the franchise, I'm like, if you want people to stop laughing at you, go out there and play your, what's off. Go out there,
lose as long as you play hard.
Go play, because nobody's picking you anyway. And if you win, you playing with house money. You could go back to the crib. You good. Because think about it, bro. Nobody's picking us. Nobody's picking the Browns anyway.
Right.
You expect the Browns to win the football game? No. But would I be presently surprised if they did? Yeah, just for the sake of, bro. Nobody's picking you anyway. So it's like it's a win-win for me. Baker gets the playoff experience. Is Big Ben gonna outwit us sometimes in the game? Yeah, because dude's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Hall of Fame. I'm not expecting us to work a miracle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. You got no head coach. You know what I mean? Like, I already know this is an uphill battle, but I just want to see you fight.
Right.
Yeah.
totally understand that, Dave.
I just want to see you fight, and you know how it is. How many times you went into Jet playoff games like, yeah, we probably won't win on Sunday, but just give me something. Just,
I think we'll win all the time.
I mean, of course.
No, but yeah, against certain opponents, it's.
But I'm saying,
you can't play hard.
But you know why I think the Browns got a better shot against the Steelers than anybody? Because they seen them 3 times this year. Would I feel as comfortable if we were playing Kansas City or Tennessee? Probably not. Probably not. But the fact that we playing a division rival again, I'm good.
And who knows within the next 3 days if someone on their side has COVID or.
Like, you got to remember, Joe Hayden's out with COVID. He's not playing in this playoff game. They're number 1 corner. Like, so they're a little bit compromised secondary wise, bro. Look, am I feeling great about it? No. I'm not even gonna sit there and lie to you and say, yo, I feel great. I think we got a great shot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't lie. But if I'm looking for rays of sunshine, what's that song? If I'm walking on sunshine.
Yeah.
Then I'm probably looking at the Joe Hayden stuff and I'm going, that's an advantage for Big Ben throwing 40 times a game. I take that because that arthritic elbow probably be like, oh, elbow, I can't do it. And look, a couple breaks go your way, you get a pick 6 or a fumble, or listen, man, you never know. Any given Sunday. But as the Steelers likely going to win the football game, I'll stipulate that, Your Honor. But I'm not going to totally say that, I think.
Do you have your day planned out for Sunday, like what you're eating, what your playlist is going to be?
No, I don't have it planned out like that because I also got to give some attention to the Knicks because the Knicks have not Charlotte. The Knicks have they play at home. I forgot who they play, but they play at home on Sunday night, and I'm like,
no, I think it's Charlotte. You told me.
No, Charlotte's Monday. We play somebody Sunday night, and so I can't give my full attention to. I gotta kind of be like half and half.
Interesting.
Half and half. The Knicks are fun to watch, man. I'm gonna miss the 4th quarter, but it's all good. Listen, man, I hate the sick feeling that you have when your team's in the playoffs and your stomach starts turning and you can't eat and you're just sitting there hopeless. You're like, yo, can you make a play? Can you make? And you're staring at the TV like, damn, bro, I watched 16 games to be put in this.
Have our superstitions and
oh, damn. And then you're gonna be looking at the clock. Yo, it's only 1 o'clock, bro. I still got 7 more hours to go. Damn, bro. This, I'm not looking forward to this, bro. Like, people look forward to it. I mean, of course I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not looking forward to
Listen, you'd rather them in the playoffs than not be there at all. So
that's a good.
You gotta look at it.
That's a good point, man. But I'm not looking forward to the torture. I just hope Baker don't dumb out on Sunday, man. Like, does something stupid, like fumbles it all over the place and like 2-3 picks in the first half. Because I will call you and be like, yo, I'm on the verge. You know what I mean? Like, nervous breakdown level. Like, help me.
Sunday night, NBCSN announced that they're gonna have a new thing: Sunday night hockey every Sunday.
Oh, word?
Which is pretty cool. I thought, yeah.
I see you NHL.
The Islanders are on national TV like 7 times.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Like quite a few.
He said Islanders are going to be on national TV 7.
That's if I miscounted, but.
I mean, might have, because sometimes you got that Aussie count. So.
Yeah, no, but it was a lot when I was going through this gauge. Yo, and then some Sundays they're gonna have like 4 games a day. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh my God, this guy's in all of his glory. Look at him. Look.
Yo, I'm dying for hockey to come back.
4 games a day with ball. Hot damn. So would you be shocked? Would you be shocked if your New York Mets aren't done? Just round this off with the Frankie conversation, and then we'll get on out of here. Would you be shocked if the Frankie Lindor is not the last move they make, and they do end up doing something else? And what would you want them to do? Because I know
I really would love Chris Bryant. What up, Rick? Yeah, Sunday Night Hockey.
he said that's spicy like my bowl of chili right now.
Oh, love chili.
I had some chili yesterday. Pretty good.
Sunday Night Hockey and all rivalries this year. Woo!
Somebody go get him, yo. Go get him. You don't know how to act.
6 more days, baby.
You don't know how to look at him. You don't know how to act. Yo, you don't know how to act, bro. Out here acting a fool.
5 games opening night. 5 games next week.
Not yet. All right, so Rick chimes in and says, speaking of spicy, Mets better get Springer. Speaking of spicy. Here's my thing about Mr. George Springer. George Springer is a nice addition. Oh. George Springer is a nice addition. I'm cool with all that. Okay. But, and I would do the same thing. I'm going to just play devil's advocate. Would you give George Springer his money now? Right? Or if I told you got a chance to either make a trade for a Chris Bryant, like you brought up early in the show, Big Dog, or you can make a trade rather than give somebody their money, what would you rather do? Do you go free agent market or you go with trade? What do you do? What does Big Dog do in this situation?
Depends on who the player is.
Let's say they say Chris Bryant's available. You plug him in at third. You got Frankie, Chris Bryant.
Oh, yeah.
And Rizzo.
Well, I'm biased because I love Chris Bryant and I have an affection for the Chicago Cubs. So I'm a big Chris Bryant guy.
I ain't knocking it, bro.
That would be the guy I really want. Springer would be a huge addition, though.
Springer makes your lineup complete because that's a leadoff hitter that can hit home runs. Like,
imagine they eventually get old, like Springer and Bryant.
Well, good. Well, greedy boy. You got the money to do it now. Who's buying championships now? Yeah.
I got no.
Yeah.
You guys have done it for years, so.
No, wait. Who buying championships now? Wait a minute. Hold
the
on.
New York Stankies. That's who.
He wants the whole free agent market on his squad. Look at this.
Shove it right to the Yankees.
Look at this, bro.
I'd take Ozuna too.
It would be crazy, Donnie boys. Nah, Dominic Smith. Listen, if there's no DH in the National League, you gotta flip Dominic Smith because there's no way to play him. Like if there was a DH in the National League, then I would feel different. But there's no DH in the National League, so I think you have to flip him just based on like current like what he would be worth. Nah. Honestly speaking, though, Marcell Ozuna is interesting. I don't like Marcell Ozuna in the outfield. If I had a choice, I'm going George Springer, and then we'll figure out who's your left fielder anyway. Because your up the middle defense would be bonkers, like off the wall crazy right now.
Man, those Yankee Met games though, when there's fans back.
Holy
God.
And listen, I'm gonna say this again, like I said earlier before, so people don't think if you're the Yankee fans, just don't do nothing crazy, bro. Just wait it out. Like let the Mets have this. Let them have this. Let them.
You know, Yankee fans They want Mets fans to be miserable, which
Yeah.
I understand. Listen, with the other team in town, I get it.
Nah, but you see, that's spiteful. That's eventually gonna come back to get you, dog. You can't be spiteful, bro. You gotta let them. You gotta let them do what they do, bro. You can't be acting up cold crazy. Cause look, Yankee fans will be, oh, I want them to suffer. I want them to suck. Bro, the Yankees are a couple years away from having to rebuild this entire club. Like, I think you got maybe less than 2 years left. And then we're going to have to decide what you want to do with
Really, going that far?
Bro, look. Eventually you're going to have to make some decisions. Like, Aaron Judge, he should have been traded already. If it's me, I'd have traded him this offseason, bro, because I'm not paying him. Like, they got a lot of question marks, bro. Look at the Yankees right now. You gave Gary Sanchez, you sent him a contract. Do you know what Gary Sanchez is? No. Do you know what Aaron Judge is coming off an injury? No. Do you even know what I take it a step further. Do you even know what that bullpen is? Do you know what Zach Britton is? Do you know what Chapman is? Do you know any of that? No. So if it's me, I'm like, nah, dog. You got to start thinking about blowing it up and fixing it and doing all. Like, the thing is, Cash ain't gonna do it because Cash realizes I'll put this team together. I can't blow it up because then I look bad. Bro, you look bad anyway. So you got to do it. Problem is, I don't trust Nimmo to be able to keep healthy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't call all that. Listen, end of the day, I don't think you can fill out. Look, if you're gonna do that, then hear me out. Let me spin this forward then and ask you this. I would give George Springer his money, let him play center field. Bring back Marisnik on a year, let him play left. It's a year. Bring back Marisnik, let him play left, and then if you want to make a move, probably at the trade deadline or probably next off season, you could do that. Or put Dominic Smith out there and left. I don't think they sign. I think once they do the Springer thing, I think that's it for the offseason, bro. Because you got to give Frankie his money. Like, Frankie didn't come for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, Frankie, you got to give Frankie his money. Marisnik in left makes, like, he's a center fielder playing left field. Like, Marisnik makes sense and is cheap. Because you got to pay Frankie his money. You got to give you about to give Springer God knows how much money. At least, what, $23-24 million a year? Frankie's going to get at least 25, 26, right? Like, you already talking about crazy money. Yeah, So, I agree with you on the Nimmo tip. I just don't believe that Steve Cohen's pocket, I don't think he's going to go that crazy. Do I think he spends some money? Yeah, of course. But I don't think he goes that crazy to where, nah, you can't do that. Plus, you got to make sure you got enough depth. Let's say if you want to go get a starting pitcher at the trade deadline, you got to make sure that you have enough money to be able to say, you know what, let's do this. Because Steve Cohen's a billionaire. Yes, we get it. He's worth like $1 gajillion. When he bathes in $100 bills. I get it, but even he is like, I can't do that. Everybody got a budget. Even billionaires got budgets. That's why they're billionaires.
Yeah.
Because they don't spend no money. Nah, Cano, they're gonna cut Cano.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the DR right now with his release pay.
95? How old is that guy?
And you got popped for steroids twice?
Yeah, you gotta go.
Nah. Get out of here.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, he's like 90. I don't want I'm out. Anyway, man, this was fun to everybody that checked us out. Thank you. We appreciate it. I had to come repping the Metropolitans
It
tonight.
was fun, man. Yeah, man. Mr. Met, your new name's gonna be.
Nah, I can't do that. I was gonna come with the Nick backdrop, and then Frankie got traded, so I had to come with the Met backdrop. So
Meet the Mets. Come on, you know you want to sing it.
nah. Alright. This was fun though, man. And
It was.
hopefully when we talk on Monday, we'll have some. Oh, and we got to get into this. Wait. The question of the week is going to be answered on Monday. I thought we were going to answer it today, but it's going to be answered on Monday.
Yes.
So if you've seen the question of the week, let's figure out, what your opinions on it. And everybody in the chat, holla at us. Blow us up. Let us know. We want to know what you think. All right. Should PD users be allowed in the Baseball Hall of Fame? Why or why not? Answer that question. We'll repost it again for you. Okay. And we bid you adieu. Back and better than ever. Monday, 6:30 p.m.
There you go.
Yeah.